Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 5. We are learning Unit 5. Its title is My Beloved Pakistan. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is, or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear students, today under the title of pronunciation skills, we are going to learn about 3 consonant clusters. Before this in English for grade 4, I have already taught you 3 consonant clusters. I hope you remember. If not, you may watch this video lecture again. And we are going to learn further to pronounce and practice with reasonable accuracy common 3 consonant clusters in initial and final positions. This is our today's SLO. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Al-An'am, verse 95. It is Allah who caused the seed grain and the date stone to split and sprout. Yes, my dear children, what this beautiful verse tells us. Have you ever thought, like from a seed, how the seed sprouts and it grows into a plant? Who does it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And my dear students, here I want you to look at these letters, which I have colored green. They are all consonants, and when a consonant, 2 or 3 consonants, they come together, what do we call them? Do you remember? Okay, then tell me, what are consonant clusters and what do you know about initial and final position of consonant clusters? Pause the video, answer these 2 questions to your teacher and then come back. Yes, my dear children, I hope you could recall, I just gave you a very clear clue that consonant clusters or blends are the names given to 2 or 3 consonants that appear together in a word. Means there 2 or 3 consonants are a group in a word. So whenever we identify, what do? Each consonant keeps its sounds when blended. So we blend the sound of the consonants together and we pronounce them as a group, but each consonant will sound together without any gap. So we need not to make a label over there. We have to say these 2 or 3 consonants as a blend. We have to blend their sound and say them together. Okay, so let's practice it. It's in your book. When there is no vowel between 2 or more consonants. So this is the important thing. Like there are 2 or 3 consonants and there is no vowel between them. We know whenever there is a vowel, we need to make a syllable. We may need to break them. But if there is no vowel in 2 or 3 consonant, it is called a consonant cluster. Okay? And how do we say it? For example, this is word, it's given in your book, thrown. Now look at this, THR, these 3 letters, all 3 are consonants. They are coming together. We identified this consonant cluster. Now when we are going to pronounce one thing which is very important here, TH, they are consonant and it's a digraph as well. Do you remember the definition of digraph? Now T has its sound T and H has its sound H, but when they are together, there are 2 sounds, either it's the or it's th. Remember, one soft and one hard. So here it's a consonant cluster and we say it as thrown, thrown, thrown. Okay, so this digraph will blend with this R, and after that, because there is vowel, that's why we'll say these 3 letters together and then the rest of the part. Okay. Here once again, and because it's coming on the beginning of the word, that's why it's initial position. I hope you could connect it. Okay, so spl. 3 consonants are coming together. Spl, splash. Okay, spring, spring. Now you have to say it in one go. Spring. Okay, squad. Right. Okay. So here we find a consonant cluster at the end of this word, and it is scratch. So it's in the beginning as well. Scratch, scratch. It's interesting. There is a consonant cluster here as well, though it's not pointed, but while reading we could identify. Scratch, bright, parents, stinks, stinks. Okay, so this is how we identify the consonant cluster and we pronounce it in one go, right? That's very simple. So let's practice it through an activity. Are you ready for that? Okay, so this activity is going to be very interesting. Beat the clock. Write a list of words with consonant clusters on board. Teacher, you will make a list on board and every child will try to read as many words as possible in one go without break, just like we do the tongue twisters. Okay, so I have given a list. You may select the same or you can have your own list. And how we are going to do it, like you have to read all the words in one go without break. So let's see who does it in the minimum time. Okay, so pause the video, enjoy the activity and then come back. Yes, my dear children, all of you did it. Wonderful. So it's time to practice it from your book. Write the words which start with initial clusters that's given here. These three clusters you will use in the initial position, and write the words which ends with the final clusters which are given here. So you'll pause the video, write the words in the given spaces and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Okay, so it's time for your homework. You will write in your notebook 10 sentences using initial and final position 3 consonant cluster words. Okay, and here is a worksheet, my dear fellow teachers. This worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it and kindly give printed worksheet to students for practice. And my dear children, what you are going to do, here is a word bank given. You have to use words from here and you have to complete the sentences, say and identify the consonant cluster from these words. So what we have learnt today, we learnt that consonant clusters or blends are the names given to 2 or 3 consonants that appear together in a word, and each consonant keeps its sound when blended. We recognized and pronounced with reasonable accuracy common 3 consonant clusters, and in this way we achieved our SLO to pronounce and practice with reasonable accuracy common 3 consonant clusters in initial and final positions. Yes, my dear children, are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning, keep practicing, take very good care of yourself and the people around you. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.